You know what I would like to do today? Pay some taxes. I'm Brian West, and in this video, I am going to be paying my predial or property taxes in La Paz, Mexico. The process is probably similar if you're in another location in Mexico, but this is going to be specific for the La Paz area because they're able to do this online. Not every single Mexican municipality is able to do this online. So if you're in one of those places, you might have to go stand in line. So this is my first time paying property taxes down here in La Paz. So we'll be learning together, but let's hop in now. First off, I'm starting with this big pack of paper. This is essentially like the closing documents. This is the fideicomiso that says that I own this property. So you're going to need something with your clave castral, something like that. And that is inside this packet of information. It's also on a property tax bill. If you've paid taxes in the past, you can use that to start the process over. So it shows up two places in here. One is under Declaraciones, and you'll just flip through there until you find a number that is, four groups of, I think it's 3 numbers or maybe 2 numbers. And also on the back page, it's here listed as the clave cadastral is how it's pronounced. So there, it will be in this big chunk of stuff that you get from your lawyer or your real estate agent. Now, this, of course, is for those of us who live on the coast or within like 30 or 50 miles of the coast. If you live in the interior, you probably have a deed that'll have this number. Let's head over to the website, lapaz.gov.mx. And here we go. Let's see if we can get it to stop on this section here. So property taxes are due. Oh, stop there. Property taxes, as I understand, are due in January, but you can get a discount if you pay them early. So I am paying in November. It looks like I'm going to get a 35% discount. And I guess in December, you get a 30% discount. And then you get maybe some kind of discount off previous year's taxes if you haven't paid them. I'm not quite sure what that means. You can do this. It says that there's a number of places that you can do this across the different cities and different locations across La Paz. Now, this is the greater La Paz municipality, not just the city. So this is applying across I guess these would be considered counties, would be the most likely comparison to the US. So we have states and then we have counties. There's around 30 states. There's 2 states in Baja Peninsula. And then there are, I think, about 5 municipalities, 5 municipal areas in the Baja California Sur, which is our state. And then inside there, there's a whole bunch of different cities. So this is for the county of La Paz. And one of the great things about La Paz is that you can do this online. So let's scroll down here now, and you can see Pago el Impuesto de Impuesto Predial. So this is pay your property taxes. So let's click on that. And then here's that clave cadastral that I mentioned earlier. So you can see here, so typically you're going to be either urban or rustico. Rustico is a different number. It's not the 4 digits that I mentioned, but I think that's not all that common. So we're going to go with urban, and then I'll look up that number and type it in here. And you can leave the folio blank. So let's go to Buscar Aduedo. And it's going to tell us how much is due. So here's the information. The taxes are 8,000 pesos, so about $400. However, with the discounts, the total comes to 5,400 pesos, so about $27 or $270. Not too bad for property taxes for an entire year. I think ours up in Portland are around $6,000 or $7,000 for our property there. Okay, so we can go to Pago en Línea to pay online. And then you have two options here, sin datos fiscales or con datos fiscales. So you all know these words, sin and con, sin being without and con being with. This is how you order your margaritas, sin sal or con sal. So in this case, con data fiscales means that you need additional fiscal data. And essentially that's for people who are filing federal income taxes here, or maybe there's some other reasons. But essentially it's if you're filing other taxes and you need additional information about the taxes you're paying, you can get some extra forms, I guess. However, for most people probably who are just kind of retired down here or just hanging out or working remotely with all your financial interests up in the United States, you can probably do sin datos fiscales, which is what I am about to do. Okay, so it's filling in these numbers automatically. And then we have two choices here of how to pay. And you do not need an account with one of these banks. You can have a different bank account. So the suggestion I've heard is to use Citibanamex because the receipt that it spits out at the end is a more helpful tax receipt. So let's go with Banamex. And then I'm going to add my card number. So this is coming from our Mexican bank account. So I am using my Banorte account, and I did just have to go to the app to authorize a bigger transaction. I probably should do a video about how to use the app with your Mexican bank account, specifically Banorte, to restrict how much cash can come out of your account at any one point in time or during any day or out of a cash machine. So it's a great feature. Maybe I'll have a video if I do be up here. Back to paying taxes though. So I'm going to choose this. So I've got this and the month, and that's correct, and the security code. And let's put in an email address. Everything looks good. So I'm going to pay that total. And Banorte does send a text message anytime you use the card online, so make sure that it's you. So that happened. And I'm going to spare you the details of going through this, but essentially, even though I use the code from Banorte, they find it suspicious and they make you go through and say that it was you and go through the process and run through it again. But real quickly, it worked the second time, as you can see here. Ta-da! And now you can go and get a PDF receipt that you could download to your computer for your files, print that out. And that's something you will need if you're going to get your SAPA water bill into your name. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. You'll also need this, I guess, when you sell your house. They're going to want to see all the receipts from all the different taxes you've paid over time. So keep it for that. And also one thing that I saw online, but I cannot say for sure, couldn't confirm this with any other website, was that your taxes are set based on the assessment when you move into the house. You don't get the reassessment like you would in the United States every year. So theoretically, your taxes are pretty set. Now, if you're still here at the end of this video and you don't live in La Paz yet, you can check out this video up here. Maybe you live in a different part of Mexico and you're looking to maybe make a change. Check out this video tour of La Paz, or check out this video down here, which YouTube thinks is perfect just for you.